Austin-born Van Eck, Miss Virgin Islands. Tara Burns, Miss Tennessee. Rachel Ellsworth, Miss Maryland. Tina Marie Mares, Miss Washington. Audra Paquette, Miss New Hampshire. Jula Batchton, Miss Utah. Jacqueline Johnson, Miss North Dakota. Megan Elaine Giuliani, Miss Vermont. Crystal Wozik, Miss Nevada. Lauren Allen, Miss Illinois. Nicole Brewer, Miss Pennsylvania. Jennifer Berry, Miss Oklahoma. Adrian Rosell, Miss Kansas. Marlia Fontaine, Miss Ohio. Malika Dudley, Miss Hawaii. Nikki Grand Prix, Miss South Dakota. Susan Gilkey, Miss Indiana. Christy Glakus, Miss Virginia. Heather Jacqueline, Miss Wyoming. Julie Robenheimer, Miss New Jersey. Tracy Brown, Miss Idaho. Molly Causey, Miss Louisiana. Jessica Urban, Miss Colorado. Diana Badinger, Miss Connecticut. Kristen Govan, Miss Massachusetts. Florida. Audrey Sibley, Miss Arizona. Carrie Mitchell, Miss Kentucky. Goodwin, Miss West Virginia. Becky Bledsoe, Miss Delaware. Alexa Jones, Miss Alabama. Destin Lee Konzelman, Miss California. Sophia Steinbeiser, Miss Montana. Morgan Matlock, Miss Texas. Eudora Mosby, Miss Arkansas. Stacy Cooley, Miss Missouri. Brooke McLaurin, Miss North Carolina. Tracy Guest, Miss Wisconsin. Octavia Reese, Miss Michigan. Kelly Kaiser, Miss Nebraska. Karen Stordahl, Miss Minnesota. Jessica Sampson, Miss Rhode Island. Candace Pelletier, Miss New York. Kristen Dambrino, Miss Mississippi. Erica Grace Powell, Miss South Carolina. Shannon Shambo, Miss District of Columbia. Monica Pong, Miss Georgia. Megan Beals, Miss Maine. Kay Pozak, Miss Iowa. Ana Romero, Miss New Mexico. Rebecca Hayes, Miss Alaska. Lucy Fleck, Miss Oregon. With her mother, Miss Kimberly Peters Born Vanek, Allison Born Vanek, Miss Virgin Islands. With her father, Thomas Burns, Tara Burns, Miss Tennessee. With her father, Kenneth Ellsworth, Rachel Ellsworth, Miss Maryland. With her father, Donald Pocket, Audra Pocket, Miss New Hampshire. With her father, Clifford Batchison, Julia Marie Batchison, Miss Utah. With her father, Gary Johnson, Jacqueline Marie Johnson, Miss North Dakota. With her father, Louis Plebani, Megan Elaine Plebani, Miss Vermont. With her grandfather, Vernon Jones, Crystal Wozik, Miss Nevada. With her father, Terry Allen, Lauren Allen, Miss Illinois. With her brother, Dan Brewer, Nicole Brewer, Miss Pennsylvania. With her father, Tom Berry, Jennifer Berry, Miss Oklahoma. With her brother, Mac Rosel, Adrian Rosel, Miss Kansas. With her father, Marvin Fontaine, Marlia Fontaine, Miss Ohio. With her mother, Camilla Dudley, Malika Dudley, Miss Hawaii. With her father, Robert Grandprix, Nikki Grandprix, Miss South Dakota. With her father, Don Gilkey, Susan Gilkey, Miss Indiana. With her father, Glenn Glakis, Christy Glakis, Miss Virginia. With her stepfather, Joel Schneider, Heather Jacqueline, Miss Wyoming. With her father, Tom Robenheimer, Julie Robenheimer, Miss New Jersey. With her father, William Brown, Tracy Brown, Miss Idaho. With her father, John Causey, Molly Causey, Miss Louisiana. With her father, John Urban, Jessica Urban, Miss Colorado. With her father, John Bettinger, Diana Bettinger, Miss Connecticut. With her father, Paul Roger Galvin, Kristen Galvin, Miss Massachusetts. With her father, Daniel Frederick Walensky, Maury Walensky, Miss Florida. With her father, Tom Sibley, Audrey Sibley, Miss Arizona. With her father, Stephen Mitchell, Carrie Mitchell, Miss Kentucky. With her father, Timothy Goodwin, Kimberly Goodwin, Miss West Virginia. With her father, Tom Bledsoe, Becky Bledsoe, Miss Delaware. With her father, Dr. Gregor Konzelman, Dustin Lee Konzelman, Miss California. With her father, William Steinweiser, Sophia Steinweiser, Miss Montana. With her father, Mark Matlock, Morgan Matlock, Miss Texas. With her father, Ronnie Mosby, Eudora Mosby, Miss Arkansas. With her mother, Polly Cooley, Stacy Cooley, Miss Missouri. With her father, Jerry McLaurin, Brooke McLaurin, Miss North Carolina. With her father, Ed Guest, Tracy Guest, Miss Wisconsin. With her mother, Marie Keigler Reese, Octavia Reese, Miss Michigan. With her father, Brian Kaiser, Kelly Kaiser, Miss Nebraska. With her father, Larry Stordahl, Karen Stordahl, Miss Minnesota. With her stepfather, Tommy Thomas, Jessica Sampson, Miss Rhode Island. With her father, Christian Pelletier, Candace Pelletier, Miss New York. With her father, Robert J. Dambrino III, Kristen Dambrino, Miss Mississippi. With her father, Keith Powell, Erica Grace Powell, Miss South Carolina. With her father, Peter Pong, Monica Pong, Miss Georgia. With her father, Terry Beals, Megan Beals, Miss Maine. With her father, Tom Pozak, Kay Pozak, Miss Iowa. With her father, Nick Jaramillo, Ana Romero, Miss New Mexico. With her mother, Nancy Hayes, Rebecca Hayes, Miss Alaska. With her father, Martin Fleck, Lucy Fleck, Miss Oregon. Allison Von Van Eck, Miss Virgin Islands. Hi, Allison. Your platform is Respect Us, Don't Neglect Us, Transforming the Lives of Girls Emotionally and Physically Through Sports. In a society where kids can listen to music or watch their favorite TV shows in the palm of their hand, how do you convince them to pursue sports?
With my nonprofit organization, Girls in Sports, I talk about all the benefits that you can gain from physical activity rather than living a sedentary lifestyle. We talk about the self-esteem, the perseverance, the optimism, the respect, the teamwork, and the self-confidence that you can gain. There are so many values that you can achieve through sports, and I hope to increase the awareness.
Thank you, Allison. Tara Burns, Miss Tennessee. Hi, Tara.
Hi, Kelly.
Your platform is HIV Awareness for Life. How can HIV awareness and prevention programs be targeted specifically to young adults?
Well, first let me say, Kelly, that HIV and AIDS affects everyone. It affects all of us standing here. Regardless of age, race, gender, socioeconomic status, it affects everybody. So we do need to target young adults. We need to let them know that the majority of AIDS cases are occurring in that age group. And if we do that and tell them the dangers of this virus, then hopefully we can stop it in its tracks.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Rachel Ellsworth, Miss Maryland. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, how are you?
Your platform is diabetes awareness and education. What can people do now to prevent diabetes later?
I really think that they need to focus on the basics. They really have to focus on nutrition and exercise. There are so many different things that you could do to prevent the disease, but I think most of all you need to educate yourself on the signs and symptoms, whether it be the 3 Ps, which we call them in nursing, polyuria, polyphagia, or polydipsia. They really have to understand the terminology and understand how diabetes can affect your body and what a complex disease it is.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Tina Marie Matas, Miss Washington. Hi, Tina. Your platform is Insure Kids Now, going to bat for America's children. What can we do to make health care available to every child?
Well, there are several things that we can do. First of all, we need to take steps in order to be brave enough to go to legislatures and to the congressmen and to President Bush. And I expect to do that as Miss America 2006. I know that we can write congressmen because, after all, there are 8.5 million children in the United States that need health care. And we need to understand this because by providing health care to children, we are providing them a lifetime full of happiness, health, and productivity.
Thank you, Tina. Audra Paquette, Miss New Hampshire. Hi, Audra. Your platform is childhood obesity, the neglected epidemic. What can concerned parents do right now to start fixing the childhood obesity problem?
The first and most important thing that parents can do at home is encourage their children to get outside, but not limit their activity inside. These days, children like to be on the computer and like to play video games, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So what parents can do is encourage a balance between what they enjoy doing and what's important for them to be doing to be physically active.
Thank you, Audra. Julia Batchison, Miss Utah. Hi, Julia. Your platform is Healthy Weight for Life. With so many parents overweight and so many Hollywood role models underweight, how can you teach kids the importance of physical activity and proper nutrition?
One thing that I really focus on with children is I talk to them about food being the fuel for our bodies and how important it is to eat healthy foods. And also I remind them that they have a choice in what foods they eat and how they live their life, and if they're active or the foods that they choose. So that's how we can influence them.
Thank you, Julia. Jacqueline Johnson, Miss North Dakota. Hi, Jacqueline. Your platform is the importance of blood donation, the gift of life. What do you say to someone reluctant or even afraid to give blood?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to know that it's a really easy process. In the 7 to 10 minutes that it takes to donate 1 pint of blood, you save 3 people's lives. There's no other act as heroic as that on your own time, in your own schedule. And it's so, so simple.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Megan Elaine Pleblani, Miss Vermont. Hi, Megan. Your platform is Pediatric Cancer Awareness. How can greater awareness of pediatric cancer impact the fight against it?
Well, the more awareness that people have of pediatric cancer, the more interested they're going to be in becoming involved. Once you become interested and are aware of this illness, you really begin becoming passionate about it because you realize how much this disease affects the lives of children. So just by someone being more aware, they just get excited about it and then they want to become involved, and before you know it, it's just something that's part of you.
Thank you, Megan. Crystal Wosick, Miss Nevada. Hi, Crystal. Your platform is Cancer Recovery. How do you raise public awareness of the importance of cancer recovery efforts?
Actually, about 2 months ago, I helped to raise over $30,000, and we had an auction. And it was really neat because we had a whole bunch of people, and I got to auction off the men on the stage. And so that's a good way to, you make it a fun atmosphere to show the awareness. And so.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Lauren Allen, Miss Illinois. Hi, Lauren. Your platform is Human Trafficking, Protection, Prevention, and Prosecution. With an issue so hard to discuss, what do you say to increase awareness?
One of the initiatives that I've been implementing this year as Miss Illinois is the Child Lures Prevention Program, which teaches children the lures that predators use most often to attract them into dangerous situations. When children know what the lures are, we can make protection, prevention, and prosecution of these crimes reach the tipping point.
Thank you, Lauren. Nicole Brewer, Miss Pennsylvania. Hi, Nicole. Your platform is Youth Mentoring, from Risk to Resilience. How does a relationship with a mentor take an at-risk youth from potential criminal or crime victim to resilient adult?
Well, one thing that most people don't know is that resilient youth, they have 4 main factors, and that is a warm parental relationship, strong community, personal traits, and the number 1 consistent attribute of an at-risk youth is a competent, caring adult or mentor. So by having this bond, by establishing a great relationship with a mentor, they're able to emerge from their current circumstances and overcome those negative influences in their life.
Thank you, Nicole. Jennifer Berry, Miss Oklahoma. Hi, Jennifer. Your platform is Building Intolerance to Drunk Driving and Underage Drinking. To say no to alcohol is really to say no to peer pressure. How do you empower teens to do that?
Well, the foundation of it is good decision-making skills. And what I do is I ask teenagers to think about where they want to be 5 years from now. It's often that teenagers live in the moment. When we're in high school, we're all stuck in the moment. We're not thinking about tomorrow or where we want to be 5 years from now. But I use personal stories to let them know that the decisions they make at that very moment will affect where they are 5 years later.
Thank you, Jennifer. Adrienne Rosel, Miss Kansas. Hi, Adrienne. Your platform is Financial Literacy 101. How do you justify the need for financial literacy courses when schools can barely afford some of the basic classes that they teach now?
I think it's very justifiable, and it's common sense. What is it that we all use on a regular basis, whether you're a kindergartner or a senior citizen, and it's called finances. And why do we go to school but to teach ourselves how to get through life? And you as adults have been through it. You've been there, you've done that. Teach your kids about finances, because as of right now, it's not a state standard, therefore it's not required in the school system.
Thank you, Adrienne. Marlia Fontaine, Miss Ohio. Hi, Marlia.
Hi.
Your platform is Diabetes, Educate to Alleviate. Everybody knows that they should eat right and exercise, yet most people don't do either. How can you convince them to do both?
You know, it's very difficult, and I can speak from experience because I love to eat a lot of sweets, things like apple pie and lots of desserts and things like that. And I used to be a couch potato, but you know what? I have the opposite of diabetes. I have low blood sugar. So I know how difficult it is to try to maintain your blood sugar through diet. And in 4 years, I lost 30 pounds without exercise. And I know that using that story, people can understand that, hey, maybe she has something. Maybe she's smart enough to realize what she can do. And if you listen to your body, you're able to do it with diet. With exercise, you incorporate very small things. If you don't like to work out, do other things like parking in the back of a parking lot when going to the grocery store instead of the front, so you get that little bit of extra walk. Or when shopping, going to the mall, things like that. Instead of going to just one store, try walking the mall first and then going to that store you want to go to. That way, if you see something else that you like, then that's much better for you, and you get that exercise as well.
Thank you, Marlia.
Thank you.
Malika Dudley, Miss Hawaii. Hi, Malika. Your platform is Mentoring, Changing Society One Child at a Time. People barely have enough time for themselves. How do you recruit mentors?
The best way to recruit a mentor is to tell a personal story. And I've seen through Miss Hawaii and going around and giving speeches that it actually works. For example, I once mentored a little boy named Dylan. I'm a karate instructor, and he had ADHD. It was really difficult for him to focus. So I had to literally stand in front of him. Okay, now Dylan, pull back, punch, turn. And I never knew if I really got through to him. And one day my head sensei called me and said, Malika, oh my God, I'm so excited. Guess what Dylan just did? He did an entire kata, which is a series of many, many movements, all by himself. If I tell people this story and they can see the impact that it had on me and how they could feel if they give their time, it's worth so much more than your time to get that feeling.
Thank you, Malika. Nikki Grand Prix, Miss South Dakota. Hi, Nikki. Your platform is Internet Crimes Against Children. Well, sex and violence on TV goes on unchecked by many parents, and that goes on in front of their eyes. How can you motivate parents to care about their child's bedroom computer?
Bedroom computer. Well, the thing about the internet is that it connects millions and millions of predators all over the world right to your child's bedroom computer in their own homes. And the internet is not quite as harmless as the TV would be. If a child is chatting with their suspected friend online who turns out to actually be a child molester, that person could actually collect enough information from this child to actually come and physically harm them. And that's where we have the difference, and that's where the problem is. And if you really want to protect your kids, it's important for you to be open and honest with them, set some rules, perhaps take that computer out of the bedroom so you can monitor, because it is so detrimental once the physical connection begins.
Thank you, Nikki. Susan Gilkey, Miss Indiana. Hi, Susan. Your platform is Girls Incorporated, inspiring girls to be strong, smart, and bold. It's the 21st century. How is society continuing to fail if so many girls still need extra inspiration and empowerment before they believe in themselves?
We still live in an inequitable society. It is astonishing to me to see statistics that say that women still make 72 cents to every man's dollar, and there are stereotypes that are still in place today. When I make school appearances and I hear the jokes, and it's meant to be funny, but that women still belong in the kitchen, that's still coming from somewhere. And though I think they say it jokingly, it's very serious. So there are definitely stereotypes that are still in place. And so we need to encourage women and girls at a young age to resist those stereotypes and live out the Girls Incorporated mission of inspiring all girls to be strong, smart, and bold.
Thank you, Susan. Christy Glackus, Miss Virginia. Hi, Christy. Hi. Your platform is Life Skills Enabling America's Youth to Achieve Excellence. How can the Life Skills program help kids whose primary concern is fitting in with their peers?
Life skills training actually really works on that kind of thing because we work on sort of a trifecta, implementing this trifecta. It's not only substance abuse prevention, we also work on social skills and personal self-management skills. So kids make decisions about not only substance abuse, but about their lives on their own terms and not mine or anyone else's.
Thank you, Christy. Thanks. Heather Jacqueline, Miss Wyoming. Hi, Heather. Your platform is Deaf Awareness, Educating America. How is the current education system inadequate for deaf children?
At this time, the education that is offered to our deaf youth is inadequate in terms of these children need interpreters, certain visual aids, things that they are not given at this time to ensure that they have equal opportunity and access to an equal education. Right now our system is lacking that, and one thing that can help is the Deaf Child's Bill of Rights, which is part of my endeavor this year. I'm hoping to get that legislation passed in Wyoming.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Julie Rubenheimer, Miss New Jersey. Your platform is the power of positive thinking, turning dreams into reality. Dreaming is natural for kids, but how do you inspire adults to go after dreams that they might have given up on?
Well, that's one of the things that I think is really amazing about my platform is that it's so applicable to so many different things. As Miss New Jersey, I've had the opportunity to speak to professional organizations, engineers, and teachers, and really just inspire them to know that, yes, you have accomplished a lot, but there's still much, much more that can be accomplished. And fortunately, I am able to help them, to give them that edge to just dream just a little bit bigger, because you never know what can happen.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Tracy Brown, Miss Idaho. Hi, Tracy. Your platform is Breast Cancer Awareness, Education, Support, and Research. How do support groups impact the recovery process?
Numerous studies have proven that a woman who has breast cancer and has gotten involved with a peer-based breast cancer support group has a much increased level of possibly surviving and battling her breast cancer more effectively. I experienced this personally when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw how effective her support group was in encouraging her and being a source of advice, wisdom, and support.
Thank you, Tracy. Molly Causey, Miss Louisiana. Your platform is Connect to Kids. Students are pressured by peers, influenced by the media, and often uncaring about accountability or consequences. In the face of all that, how do you teach kids to make effective decisions?
Well, that's just it. Kids have to learn that they need to start making decisions for themselves, and not because anyone else is doing it, not because someone is telling them to do something or not to do something, but to realize that they need to set goals, and to accomplish those goals, they have to start making the right decisions now.
Thank you, Molly. Jessica Urban, Miss Colorado. Your platform is Children Are Waiting. What physical, emotional, and educational costs do homeless children pay every day?
Homeless children have double the number of learning disabilities, 3 times the number of emotional and behavioral problems, and 4 times the number of illness as normal children have. And it's the effort of truly kind people that give them any hope and future. By providing them with housing, we're able to give them that springboard into life so that they're better able to pursue the American dream.
Thank you, Jessica. Diana Badinger, Miss Connecticut. Your platform is Investing in Life, the Prevention of Youth Suicide in America. At what age should you talk to kids about suicide, and what should you tell them?
I usually start with a high school age, a 9th grader. I think that that's the best age, and what we need to discuss really is redefining success. I think often young people are so stressed about all these goals that they have in their lives that they forget that success is really who you are, and the decisions you make define who you are. So it's very important to always make positive decisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Kristen Gavin, Miss Massachusetts. Kristen? I'm sorry, what? Oh, I thought you were correcting your name. I thought you said Mariah. She should be just being friendly. All right. Your platform is Best Buddies Organization. How does the Best Buddy relationship enhance the lives of those with intellectual disabilities?
Well, the organization is great because it gives people the opportunity to develop social skills, to develop their self-esteem, which is extremely important for people who have intellectual disabilities. Once you can develop that self-esteem, you then can learn more life skills, so as you grow into adulthood, you'll be better off.
Thank you, Kristen. Mari Walensky, Miss Florida. Hi, Mari. Your platform is Literally at Risk. With multiple literacy initiatives across the country, why should Literally at Risk be given a national profile?
Well, I think my program should be given a national profile because it's so unique. Literally at Risk actually started as my Give a Book program in 2002, and it's a personalized book company. And what I do is I create these personalized books for these students, so the entire storyline is related to them. And as we all know, we love reading things about ourselves. I mean, at least I do. So I thought that was a unique thing to actually start and begin so that these children could actually have something that they're interested in reading, because that's a problem I had growing up with literacy.
Thank you, Mari. Thank you so much. Audrey Sibley, Miss Arizona. Hi, Audrey. Your platform is Be Aware, Preventing Child Abduction and Exploitation. What steps can we take right now to better protect children from abduction and exploitation?
Well, the first step, I think, is that we can all identify with how it feels to turn on the television and see another story of another abducted child or another child who has been sexually abused in some way. And the immediate steps that we need to take is to take action in our own communities. We need to educate ourselves. Every Department of Public Safety website has a list of sex offenders who live in our neighborhoods. Go on the internet. It's free. It doesn't take that much time. And just by doing that simple step alone, you are educating yourself and you are protecting not only your own children, but every child in the neighborhood as well.
Thank you, Audrey. With many students failing to master the traditional 3 R's, why should schools now emphasize relationships, real-world learning, and rewards?
Well, I believe my platform, Excellence Through Education, goes beyond the basic 3 R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's more in depth. The first R stands for relationships. My grandfather he was an educator for 33 years, and he taught me that a child doesn't care how much you know. until he or she knows how much you care. So that's an extremely important R. The next R is real world learning. And if we can show children how what they're doing now applies directly to what they'll be doing later on in society, they'll be more apt to listen and actually learn. The last R is my favorite R, and that's rewards. An education is the most rewarding gift that we can give ourselves. And I must say that being a teacher, I believe, is one of the most rewarding jobs you could possibly have.
Thank you, Carrie. Kimberly Goodwin, Miss West Virginia. Hi, Kimberly. Your platform is awareness and education, the key to tobacco prevention. Well, everyone knows that tobacco use is bad for you. It's even written on the label. What's left to say to those who would use it still?
Tobacco-related diseases are the #1 cause of preventable deaths in this nation. And I think the key to prevention is education. And that's what I've been able to do as Miss West Virginia. I think that it's very important that we educate our children and let them know the harmful effects at an early age, so that way they're able to live a healthier lifestyle.
Thank you, Kimberly. Becky Bledsoe, Miss Delaware. Hi, Becky. Your platform is providing hope, eliminating domestic violence. What can we as individuals do to help the cycle of domestic violence?
Well, it's very important to remember that if you do know someone who is a victim of domestic violence, first and foremost, to get them the resources that they need, to make sure that they have the National Domestic Violence Hotline number. You don't have to be a counselor, you just have to provide the resources for them. It's also important to be empathetic, to try to understand what they're feeling, because they'll pick up on that. Also, what's helpful is to create a safety plan for someone that you know is a victim of domestic violence. Offer to take some of their clothes to your house so that in case they need to get out an emergency situation, they have some place to go, and establish that trust with them. Let them know, you know, I'm here for you. I'm not demanding that you do something. I'm not demanding you get out, but I do think it's in your best interest.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
Alexa Jones, Miss Alabama. Hi, Alexa. Your platform is arts education through a nonprofit partnership. With many schools struggling to fund even the basic core curriculum, how do you promote the need for arts education?
Well, first of all, I think people need to understand that the arts can be very cost-effective in implementing them in schools. It really just takes a teacher's ability to facilitate the arts and facilitating the core academic standards. But really, I think when teachers find, and administrators alike, find that the arts can create well-roundedness in a student, confidence in a student, that they're more open and more receptive to new cultures and new ideas, I think that they see such benefits in their students that they realize that it's something that's worthwhile in their curriculum.
Thank you, Alexa. Dustin Lee Konzelman, Miss California. Hi, Dustin Lee. Your platform is the importance of character education. Entertainment magazines and political scandals highlight the character flaws of many people the kids look up to. How do you teach kids to have more character than their role models?
You know, Kelly, that is the unfortunate thing in our culture today. There are so many people in high positions that really could be utilized for the good, as, you know, positive examples of character and the way it can be demonstrated. I think children need to have role models. It's kind of a catchy phrase, character is more caught than it is taught, and I really do believe that is the case. So I think that parents can be role models, teachers, older siblings. I think we all need to seize the opportunity to be role models and to show children that it's what's on the inside that matters, and that being honest and having respect for others are things that are valued in our culture today, and it does pay to do the right thing.
Thank you, Dustin Lee. Sophia Steinbeiser, Miss Montana. Hi, Sophia. Your platform is get up, get going, take charge. How can individuals start taking personal responsibility for their physical health?
Well, that's just it. In order to take personal responsibility for your health, you get up, get going, and you take charge of it. And that's one of the greatest parts of my job, is that I'm encouraging people to take care of themselves, just like the ladies you just saw in Swimsuit. They're role models to you. And so I encourage you, when we're done with the pageant here, to get up out of your seats, get going, and take charge of your health starting tonight.
Thank you, Sophia. Morgan Matlock, Miss Texas. Hi, Morgan. Your platform is putting an end to verbal abuse. What can be done to mitigate the damage to those who've already endured verbal abuse?
I think it's a matter of letting them know that it can be overcome. I myself, all through middle school, was picked on unmercifully. And look at me now. I feel great, and I feel like it's those experiences that have made me the person that I am today.
Thank you, Morgan. Eudora Mosby, Miss Arkansas. Hi, Eudora. Your platform is organ and tissue donation. Give the gift of life. What do you say to persuade reluctant individuals to become organ and tissue donors?
I don't have a personal story that relates to my platform, but I can tell you about a little boy who was in my class. He could not see, but because someone thought enough to donate their corneas, he can see. He doesn't have peripheral vision. He has to turn his head from side to side, but what if no one had thought to donate their eyes? He would never have known what a sunset looked like. He would never know the color blue. That's what I tell people when I try to persuade them to become organ and tissue donors, because you don't know who you're helping.
Thank you, Eudora. First up, Stacy Cooley, Miss Missouri. Hi, Stacy. Your platform is physical fitness in children and adolescents. Children are often turned off by the words because it's good for you. So how can we motivate them to a life of fitness?
Well, I think so often we tell kids constantly what they shouldn't be doing. Don't watch the TV, don't eat that snack food. I think what we need to do instead is tell kids what they can do, what they should be doing. I think it's important that we lead by example, and that's the most important way that we can get kids to accept fitness for life, is simply by leading by example.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you.
Brooke McLaurin, Miss North Carolina. Hi, Brooke. Your platform is brain tumor awareness, education, and research. You gotta believe. How can public awareness of brain tumors impact the survival rate?
By educating the public on brain tumors. This way, people are more aware of the statistics of brain tumors, the fact that they are very deadly. Over 190,000 people are diagnosed with brain tumors every single year. I myself, being a survivor, telling people about them, telling your stories. If you're a survivor, any type of information like that, generally the public learns better from stories. So sharing your stories, sharing any statistics that you have, people will be more aware to take control of their own health, listen to their bodies so that they can help the doctors in the diagnosis.
Thank you, Brooke. Tracy Guest, Miss Wisconsin. Hi, Tracy. Your platform is diabetes awareness. What role can community health fairs play in the campaign for diabetes awareness?
Community health fairs play a very important role in diabetes, and I say that because so many individuals are uneducated about diabetes. Community health fairs offer them materials, information. We at the Diabetes Association give out brochures about risk factors. So many people are walking around undiagnosed, and these community health fairs are there for them to realize the signs, the symptoms, and they realize if they're at risk.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Octavia Reese, Miss Michigan. Hi, Octavia. Your platform is building bridges through international experiences. What turns a standard tourist trip abroad into a bridge-building international experience?
The fact that we are able to travel gives us a huge responsibility. That responsibility is being an unofficial ambassador for the United States of America. And by doing that, by studying abroad and by traveling abroad, we have the opportunity to debunk the myths that keep America in a bubble of cultural misunderstanding.
Thank you, Octavia. Kelly Kaiser, Miss Nebraska. Hi, Kelly. Your platform is partnering the goals of 4-H and the Miss America organization. How can 4-H and the Miss America organization be a united front in reaching the youth of America?
First, we need to start with the 4-H Foundation. The 4-H is partnered with the federal government, cooperative extension, and all land-grant universities, making it one of the most stable youth organizations in the country. If we take that and its promotion of leadership, youth involvement, and scholarships, and take Miss America, which focus is not only a beauty pageant, but it's education and one of the world's leading scholarship providers, that is how we can partner both of those together and market them across this country.
Thank you, Kelly. Karen Stordahl, Miss Minnesota. Hi, Karen. Your platform is Eat Smart, Play Hard, Developing Healthy Children. In terms of nutrition and exercise, what should a day in the life of a healthy child be?
Well, it's really up to them, and I encourage a child to pursue the interest that they have. Exercise and physical activity should be fun, and that's what is going to keep a child active every day. So whether it's jump roping, or whether it's playing tag with their friends, or playing a sport that they love, that's what they can include in their day.
Thank you, Karen. Jessica Sampson, Miss Rhode Island. Hi, Jessica. Your platform is The Pink Project, Caps of Courage. What lifestyle choices can impact the fight against breast cancer?
Well, there are certainly many lifestyle choices that we can make to ensure that we live a healthy lifestyle and possibly prevent breast cancer. Breast cancer is now, research has shown that it's genetics that is making us detect breast cancer. But living a healthy lifestyle would include going to the physician, doing self-breast exams, and really exercising and eating in a healthy way so that we can possibly prevent breast cancer.
Thank you, Jessica. Candace Pelletier, Miss New York. Hi, Candace. Your platform is volunteerism, increasing young volunteers in America. How do you convince teenagers that volunteering is worth their time and effort?
Well, Kelly, education and awareness is really the first step through media outlets, through talking in public school systems, and then creating a network of volunteers, matching needs of the community with their individual passions, because unless they have a passion for something, it's not going to be sustainable. So those are the things that I would really try to convince them in order to volunteer.
Thank you, Candace. Kristen Dambrino, Miss Mississippi. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, how you doing?
Your platform is hurricane relief. Why should continued hurricane relief in the Gulf be a national priority?
Because we tend to forget. I think that many people have said that we live in a 10-day nation, and we're covering the Gulf Coast less and less. And I would just say to everyone, go visit and see for yourself, because that's what it took for me. And there's still, in some places, it still looks like the hurricane just hit. So we really need to be aware that this is going to take years to recover from. So come visit Mississippi. I'll feed you some food.
Thank you, Kristen. Erica Grace Powell, Miss South Carolina. Hi, Erica. Your platform is teen pregnancy prevention through mentoring. How can mentors instill confidence and the importance of personal goals in teens who just want to fit in?
I believe that there are 5 places that teens should look for positive role models and mentors, being parents, peers, people of faith, community leaders, and educators. Instilling a focus on the future mentality, no matter what a child's dream holds for them, can encourage them to achieve success in anything they pursue.
Thank you, Erica. Shannon Shambro, Miss District of Columbia. Hi, Shannon. Your platform is Special Olympics. How can the media's inaccurate portrayal of people with intellectual disabilities impede the success of the Special Olympics?
The media can definitely challenge Special Olympics, but one thing that we've really done this year is we've done a new movie called The Ringer, and it stars Johnny Knoxville, and it's really focusing on teenagers and really showing the positive aspects of athletes and showing how gifted and talented they really are. And they use Special Olympic athletes instead of actors to play these roles, so the whole United States can see how many talents they really do have and how we can get them out into society to be better people. So what we really need to focus on is the positive, and having the media focus on that is going to just continue our success.
Thank you, Shannon. Monica Pong, Miss Georgia. Hi, Monica. Your platform is America's Promise, making youth a national priority. Without programs like America's Promise, what continuing trends can we expect to see in children and teenagers?
Well, right now we're seeing a lot of problems with juvenile crime. There's a lot of eating disorders that are rampant. There's a lot of high school dropouts. And that's what America's Promise really focuses on. We really try and make sure that students and young people have a solid foundation. The 5 promises of America's Promise is caring adults, safe places, a healthy start, effective education, and volunteer opportunities. It's really important that people get involved with this and that we make our youth an investment.
Thank you, Monica. Megan Beals, Miss Maine. Hi, Megan. Your platform is Mentoring to Empower Tomorrow's Leaders. Currently, we don't have the resources to mentor every kid one-on-one. So what can be done on a bigger scale?
I am actually working on a bigger scale with the National Mentoring Partnership, and that is one thing that we are focusing on. I received training in October. I was invited to train with the National Mentoring Partnership, and that's one thing that we talked about was, since we do have a mentoring gap throughout the nation, what can we do to help children? And there are a variety of ways that we can mentor. There are peer mentors where children and youth can mentor other youth. There are also ways that adults can mentor together and mentor a group of children. So there are a variety of ways, and I think it's important that we get out and share that message that there are other ways that we can be reaching these children, and that is what I'm working on currently.
Thank you, Megan. Kay Pozak, Miss Iowa. Okay. Your platform is Diabetes Awareness, Preventing the Onset of Type 2 Diabetes. What can corporate America do to combat the increasing diabetes problem?
Well, there's many things that corporate America can do. One specific thing that I do is I work for a task force chair for the American Diabetes Association, and I work to implement the School Walk for Diabetes program within the schools using Irish dancing as my exercise tool. But I'm also using Irish dancing as an exercise tool into the corporations as well. And as Miss America, I would like to implement the School Walk for Diabetes program, launch the diabetes license plates for states nationwide, as well as use my journalistic skills so I can incorporate and design a health CD for corporations. So those are all goals I have so that we can stop this growing epidemic from affecting America's health.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Ana Romero, Miss New Mexico. Hi, Ana. Your platform is Breaking the Silence, Youth Suicide Prevention. What do you say to a youth who feels that suicide is the only solution?
Well, Socrates is my favorite political philosopher, and he stated that education is power. And the first thing that I would tell a youth who is thinking about contemplating suicide is that you have the power within yourself to change. And we all have that power to be agents of change in society. And suicide is not the answer. It is never okay to take your own life. And I have worked with young people, and for that reason I have implemented public policy within my state, because it is imperative that we create ubiquitous policy that is going to affect people's lives in such a powerful way that we as a society can be comfortable in knowing that one day suicide will become an epidemic of the past.
Thank you, Ana. Rebecca Hayes, Miss Alaska. Hi, Rebecca. Your platform is the American Lung Association. What can asthmatics do to manage and control their disease?
First off, it's very important for asthmatics to know their triggers and try to avoid them at all possible. Although the tools are available, most asthmatics do not properly control their asthma, so I would encourage them to log on to the American Lung Association's website, take the asthma control test, and talk to the doctors about the results.
Thank you, Rebecca. Lucy Fleck, Miss Oregon. Hi, Lucy. Your platform is Breast Cancer Awareness and the Prevention through Early Detection. What role should the government play in the fight against breast cancer?
I'm proud to say that I participated in the lobbying process for a bill in the state of Oregon that makes it mandatory for insurance companies to cover the cost of clinical breast exams for women over the age of 18. And so I'd like to see that initiative become a national piece of legislation and see other states follow suit.
Thank you, Lucy.